Hi, good evening. I'm Morgan. I'm speaking on the negative side, which is pro-exit exam, and they also say that it's a fair test. And in response to the first affirmative claim that the exit exam affects curriculum because teachers teach the test, I argue that making basic standards that all students need to meet in order to graduate forces teachers to teach the fundamentals of language and math. The CASI was put into effect because local proficiency standards do not correlate with state standards. It tests for 9th and 10th grade levels of math and English, and only 55% is considered passing for math, and 66% is passing for English. And they get up until 12th grade to pass the test. 6 tests are administered, and a 7th one in the spring of the senior year, but it won't be like in time for the graduation, but they can still get their diploma after. And it identifies students who are falling behind, because if a student fails a test as a sophomore, teachers and programs can be used to bring the student up to speed, but it's up to the students who failed the exam to seek the extra help. In a 2003 biennial report carried out by the Human Resources Research Organization, they reviewed all of the relevant standards published in the Standards for Educational and Psychological Testing, and they found that the CASI meets all of the test standards for use as the graduation requirement. The standards in the book were developed by the American Educational Research Association, the American Psychological Association, the National Council for Measurement and Education. Okay, that's all actually. The second argument is that having an exit exam promotes statewide consistency and material because the same standard has to be met for all schools in the state. And the exit exam exposes the quality of education because if students are passing their classes but failing the exit exam, the classes aren't as challenging as they should be, and this in turn deters teachers from assigning easy coursework. And the exit exam doesn't conform for individuals. I argue that there are many variations for the exit exam. Second language learners are given more time, a more flexible testing environment, and the option of having the instructions read in their native language. Students with learning disabilities are also given the same benefits, and students with learning disabilities that require IEPs, an individualized educational program, and that's like a student that they have like a unique program that has been worked out by the special education program and the parents. They're exempt from the test, although they do have to take it in 10th grade. And another stat taken from the 2010 biennial report is a survey that African American and Hispanic 10th graders were the ethnic categories most likely to report that the CASI was very important. However, these students, along with American and Alaska Natives, were the least likely to believe that they would graduate on time or receive a diploma. So I could infer from that oftentimes these students don't pass the exit exam, aren't being blindsided with a test that they aren't capable of passing, but rather the importance of education is not stressed enough or taken seriously by the students. And if the students don't have faith or the motivation to take the CASI seriously, the exam cannot be held accountable for poor test scores in the low socioeconomic regions. And, well, the solvency claim was changed like 3 times in the last 2 days, so I have the wrong solvency claim here. That's why I have to end my speech right now.